when Liz and I lived in Spokane in these apartments, I didn't have the biggest of incomes. I worked at Costco then, which is a great company, and they start you out at a fairly decent wage at about $11.20 an hour. Which probably, if you're hearing this video, the minimum wage is probably like $20 an hour or something like that. But they were a good company. They went beyond the minimum wage, which at that point was $7 an hour, and they started you at 11. Consequently, they attracted some really solid workers who much of them were college graduates, and they stayed there for a long time because they were taken care of very well. Imagine that. Well, when Liz and I were living in these apartments, she also worked as a nurse tech, I believe. It was just down the road at a nursing home or a care facility or something PC like that. And some of the things that I did for extra money was I prostituted myself. No, I'm just kidding. What I did for extra money was I did online video contests. So I got so good at these things, and this is actually how I ended up building my portfolio online. Was I would identify a certain set of criteria of what an online video contest could provide for me. And a few of the things were cash prize. I wanted that. It wasn't very well known, so there were greater odds of me winning. And the criteria for judging my video that I submitted to them had to be based off of a panel of judges, as opposed to voting up and down, up and down. Now you may think, oh, voting, that's good. We want that, the people's choice. But that just ended up being the person who spammed his or her family the most and requested the most votes. Those were the people who won, regardless of whether or not the video was actually any good. So I had this criteria, these 3 lists of things, and much more in my mind as I got to make these videos for Crest toothpaste, for Take 180, for Genius Rocket, all of these websites. And I got really good at video editing. So I applied much of my theater background to this. The ability to tell stories, and by the way, the elements of a story, that's one of the greatest lessons I learned as a theater major, was a good story has to have a balance, a unbalance, a quest to go try to resolve that unbalance, a climax, and then a new balance, the 5 elements of a story. And in case you're wondering, that splat up there on the roof of my car. I'm parked here because it's a nice day. So anyway, the elements of the story, going back to video contests, it was really great. I ended up getting kind of tired of them because I sort of didn't like marketing really lame products, but a lot of times these contests paid my rent, and so I'd frequently get these checks in the mail for $600 or $5,000 or something like that, which was a lot of money for just making sometimes quite irreverent videos. So that's how I built my portfolio, online video contests. I learned so much about marketing. And I better go and get splat from the top of the car. Okay, all right, catch you later.